Yay!
You must be muted, because I don't hear you.
Damn crackers.
Hey, that's offensive.
I knew it was coming. We'll just say, Delucia. Woo, look at her spin. She died tragically in the attack on the,
When we all went unconscious.
yeah.
What a shame.
Just didn't wake up.
Sorry.
What's happening over there?
Pop
I was
said
opening
she
up a bag.
She loves crunchy noises, right?
That's true.
Oh, sorry. I was just getting a snack.
No worries. If anybody has anything they need to grab before we start, go ahead and do that. Drink, etc.
Ooh.
I've got cheese and crackers and beer and my cell phone, and Rumple is curled up near me, and I'm freezing. I didn't
Precious.
sleep last night, guys.
Oh,
At all?
No.
Ew.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning and I was like, I wonder where she's at.
Yeah. I laid down. I woke Wade up around 6:30 as I was laying down on. No, as I was walking to try and find a blanket because I was freezing. And then I laid down on the couch and slept for probably about an hour.
That's so sad.
I don't know. I got sucked into that Autonauts game. Like crazy. That
I got
and
it.
Yep. What'd you
Oh, I
say?
was just saying, I got a new video game as well.
Oh,
But it's like relaxing because it's just like, I don't know, like it's just a very chill game. It's called Belonging, and you're like this little person that's waiting for your master to wake up, and so you're just like roaming around looking for things.
cool. That's my kind of game, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is a lot closer to something that Matthew would play than anything that I play, because it's
That's
like
true.
strategy, and I got it
True.
because I thought it would be good for Wade, but he's still a little bit too young. You really need to be able to read to do it. But it like teaches sort of basic programming stuff, because you can do like loops and if-else
Logic.
statements. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
But yeah, it requires like not just strategy, but like organized thought and forward thinking, which is not my strong suit. And like the harder I try, the worse it gets, because I just get stuck in this like panicked loop where I'm like screaming in my head like, I don't know where to put this, I need to move it, but I don't know what the best place is gonna be, and then it's gonna be awful when I have to redo it again later. And at like 5:30, somebody started watching my stream and was like giving me advice. Yeah. I was like, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but the tips that you're giving me are not gonna help with the underlying issues.
Yeah.
Because they were like, apparently there's a way you can like color code sections of the map so you can keep up with where you want stuff to go, and I'm like, that's not my problem. I can't figure out where stuff needs to go. Color coding the chaos is not gonna help. So, but I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I think. I just zoomed in enough to hear the music. So what are we doing? Do we need to...
I was just letting you talk.
I was just talking while we waited. So, you can see our difficulties.
Does anybody,
Okay.
if you, do y'all remember as far as what was going on however many weeks ago?
It was like
Chaos
a
ensued.
3.
The unicorn saved us
Yeah,
and knocked us out.
yeah. There's a lot. A lot happened.
It's true.
What's that?
So yeah, big takeaways from the fight on the docks was that the unicorns did save you. There was this mini tentacled eyed creature that came up out of the lake, and you could hear its voice in your head. And then there was a golden light that spread around the lake in all directions, along with the red light that was flying into the center of the lake.
Right.
So, big golden globe descended over the lake, and then y'all passed out. All right. Let's go ahead and remove all this stuff off the table.
And then Delucia died tragically.
Delucia didn't die.
Oh.
Delucia.
Is going to be in a coma for possibly a few months.
Delucia is a non-player character now.
Oh.
Oh, Matthew's gonna. I'm gonna tell her what you do to her character.
That sounds.
So, yeah, I didn't mean like inappropriately, but like.
We're moving everything off, right?
Yeah, just grab everything off.
Okay.
Me.
They all disappeared into the outskirts.
I'm gonna put the unicorns over here with me. Hello. Yay. Look, I could ride. Oh, I could ride one. Oh, except I can't get. Oh, I'm just inside the. Oh no, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. There I am. Okay.
Stuck inside a unicorn.
They don't have like a barrier on the top, so it stuck me somewhere in the base of it.
In our other campaign, we had to find a unicorn to get a unicorn horn.
No, you did
Have to,
not.
like, didn't have to kill it. I did not. I am a druid that loves animals and creatures of all kinds.
How
The other people
dare.
in my party, however, immediately saw a unicorn and just annihilated it and removed all of its body parts to sell.
No.
Oh no.
We made
It
a lot of
was
money.
terrible.
No.
A lot of
That's
money.
not. I will murder everyone in this party. Just so
I'm
we're
pretty
clear.
sure. Did you shift it at that
No,
point?
I shifted because I killed someone.
Yeah, did it? Someone shifted.
No, no one shifted.
No one shifted in
No one
alignment?
shifted.
They should have.
I was mad because she almost made me shift. We had a different quest a little bit later where we had to kill a guy. So I killed the guy because that's what we're supposed to do. And she's like, "Yeah, now you're evil." And I was like, "They destroyed a whole unicorn and they didn't do anything. They're supposed to be real nice." But yeah, I was mad. And then I
Yeah.
argued my way back to not losing my neutralness.
I mean, alignment is. I'm kind of glad they're getting rid of that system.
Yeah.
Because you can do evil things and not be evil.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all all should have gone evil.
I
for
wasn't a
killing
part
me
of the
again.
unicorn thing.
This time.
I didn't say don't do it, but I wasn't a part of it.
I'm pretty sure I didn't talk to anybody in my party for like a couple days and I turned invisible.
That was a solid
So,
choice.
Yeah.
you know, help with the group dynamic and everything.
I don't think they cared though.
Alrighty. So, to continue the storyline, you all have passed out. Everybody, roll a d4, and I will write it down.
Do we still have our temporary hit points from the last time when we were all inspired?
No, those would have worn off. It was a fairly
Right.
short lasting effect.
Mhm. I should only be at 11 hit points. Or no, 14. Wait, 11?
We have
11.
Goron. I'm trying to remember player character names.
What?
Nithlith. Princess Vespa.
And Cressida.
Are you not cold, Matthew? I'm freezing.
Nah, I've been outside
It
for
was
the last
cold outside.
4 hours. All right, what's the last person's name? Lauren. What is?
Yes.
What is
Cressida.
your character? Cressida. That's right. Cressida. All right, so Goron, what did you roll on a d4?
2.
2. Nithlith, what did you roll?
I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Damn.
Princess Vespa.
I got a 2.
Cressida.
I apparently got a 4.
Oh,
4.
snap.
All right.
What does that mean? Is that bad?
It's better than the rest of us.
I
Oh.
would assume it's good, but
High numbers are usually good.
right.
All right, everybody roll initiative also.
Oh. We woke up and we're already fighting? Dang.
No, it's for non-combat usage. Just to
Well,
tell me what order.
Fart butts. I rolled a 1.
You can add your initiative though.
Plus 4.
Like a what?
If that's off of a d20, I rolled a 16.
I rolled.
It is off of a d20, and you add your dexterity modifier.
Okay.
What color are you? You're brown.
And the modifier would be the plus, right? So I don't have anything for that.
That's correct.
Okay.
So just put yourself at 16 on the initiative chart.
All right.
I'm at 5.
So is Lauren.
Oh, hey, friend.
Whichever one of you has the higher dex goes first.
I have 4.
I have 3, so you go first.
So I
well-
go up to 6.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we are all on here. Nithlith, you go. Or sorry, everyone. You slowly come back to consciousness, and you can feel your body bobbing in water. And you can hear the sound of people, I guess, waking up all around you in the water. There is a current, and you hear like a rumbling noise.
Ooh.
So
Like a waterfall?
Potentially.
Don't go chase
Um,
waterfalls.
you do. Everyone's come to and has glanced around, and you see water for as far as the eye can see, with
Oh gosh.
stone structures sticking up out of it periodically, but they're pretty dispersed all around.
Like buildings or just rocks?
Stone structures.
So like a building.
Pillars and things.
Pillars, ruins, some towers, etc. But it's all really far away from where you are. But everything is perfectly flat, and water is as far as the eye can see, except for in one direction where you see it's like a mesa, and it's like a mesa is a cliff that's pretty straight up and down, and on top of that is a giant tree, the likes that you've never seen before, and it has silver leaves and appears to have just glowing specks in it from what you can see from this distance, but it's really far away.
How pretty.
In your immediate vicinity, you see just hundreds of townsfolk. You see Kadric and his father, Jacob, if I remember their names right.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
are we all like floating?
Yes.
You are.
the
You're
water?
all floating.
Wait, here, let me gather up my baker and his.
And-
folks.
And to put an emphasis on the situation, as you're looking around and you see people coming to, that rumble is off in the distance, and you turn and look at it, and some of you are closer to it than others. Cressida, you are the furthest away from the edge.
Hooray!
I bet I'm
Well-
about to. Oh wait, no, somebody was one.
It was us. What's his squirt?
Yeah, Squirrely.
So
Squirtle.
Yeah, Squirtle. Yeah.
Nithlith, you are right here.
Oh.
Ah!
Goron?
Yep.
Ah.
You are right here. Princess Vespa,
Oh,
you're over here.
where's the tree?
Cressida? Oh, the tree is so far away that it's not even on this map, even
Yeah, but which
remotely.
direction?
Oh, it's directly center away from the edge.
So it's behind us.
Just depending on what you decide is the front.
Well, we're gliding towards the cliff, right? Which is
Oh yeah, the water in all directions is a slow creep towards the edge, but as it
Hello.
approaches, it speeds up.
as water
Oh.
do.
Mm-hmm. All right, and Cressida, you are. Actually, you're probably about.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
there's no
but
shore.
there's
on
no
either side.
shore.
Oh
Which
no,
one?
there is no shore in sight in any direction. But as you reach your arms down, you can feel a spongy,
Ugh.
almost slimy material, only about 3 feet down under the water.
How tall am
I don't know,
Hey,
how
bitty.
tall are you?
I? I'm 3 feet.
I'm 6'4".
So he can walk.
Okay.
Probably not.
I'm 5.5
Probably not.
feet.
Well, the water is only, you reach down with your arm. You can touch the
Spongy material.
spongy material down there.
Ugh.
It gives a little under your hand.
Ugh. Can you-
Okay,
But-
so it doesn't have any like grip to it where you could like hold on to it or anything, whatever it is.
or stand on it.
We can establish all that inside of each of your turns.
Oh, you bitch.
All right. Nithla,
So, but okay.
What?
Nothing. Just panicking.
Nithla,
Hey.
Somebody better put me on their shoulders. Can I swim?
Can I s-
I swear.
all people can swim at half of their movement speed, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I think it takes just 10 feet per hex.
10 feet per head.
All right.
Sweet.
Everyone comes to. Everybody's looking around, seeing the panic. You hear cries of fear, of panic, of hyperventilation. You see people being swept over the side from the town. That happened.
So
that able- And Nithlith, on your turn, you hear a great, like, tearing, gurgling noise, and a
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh. I don't know why those skeeve me out so bad, but they do.
I like it. I like it.
2 tentacles rip up out of the water, going up about 7 or 8 feet into the air, and they start waving around and grabbing people and throwing them over the edge.
Oh
So
god.
we don't want to go to the edge, guys.
And from around each of these almost translucent skinned frogs come boiling up out
Oh,
of the air that
jeez.
What is going on?
they make.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is happening.
I
Mhm.
don't like any of it.
I'm almost like his mom
Wait
just like in a
until my
scary
father hears about this.
I'm almost just like, I'm just gonna die. It's
Well, I thought they were gonna
fine.
be Well, I'm dead, Muggy.
Funkin', save yourself!
Oh no.
Fling the squirrel far, far away.
What's
Tell
this gross-
the others of my tale. I can't actually use him for anything.
All right.
Like on your shoulder or something?
He
Yeah,
just
he's on
real-
my head.
Tittering
Real
angrily at
pissed
you.
Where is he? If Wade ran off with him, I'm gonna. Oh, here he is.
All right. So you see Cadric and his father Jacob. You know, Jacob has his flaming sword lighted, and he's charging towards the first tentacle to come
Oh,
up.
so
And
he's walking.
What?
Yeah, the water's only between 2 and 3 feet deep.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it was a weird spongy
But he
thing
is
with
walking.
flippin' tentacles coming out of it.
He's
not
walking.
having- Sweet.
I'm
That's
what
walking
we
the floor
Oh, that makes me feel
over
better.
That's what we
Alright.
want to hear.
All right, Nithwith, it is your turn. You need to make a DC 12 athletics or acrobatics check to get your feet under you before you move and get swept over the side.
Okay. I don't like the sound of the
Damn.
words you just said.
Oh man, my athletics is 0.
Your acrobatics is probably better.
Yes, it's a real good.
Acrobatics. My athletics are 0. Ooh, my acrobatics are 4.
I was struggling
Do
to
it 20.
get a die.
Do it
What? 20?
20.
Okay.
10.
Eh.
Oh god, Funkin' won't stay on my head, you little shit. Stay up there.
Alright, well that's an 8. And that doesn't seem great.
You probably have a high strength. And you probably have proficiency in athletics. You're a fighter, right?
Yes.
What's your athletics? On your character
Athletics.
sheet?
I see a +5 for athletics.
Sweet.
So 8 plus 5. That's a 13.
Yes.
Which means that you succeeded, because for a DC 12, you only have to meet the number or exceed it.
Oh,
So
neat.
you manage to get your feet under you, and you feel the spongy. Your feet kind of sink into a little bit, but then it pushes back against you.
Because it's alive.
All right.
We're sliding toward its daggum mouth is what we're doing.
All right, Nithla, that's all you can do this turn.
Okay.
Just
At least I'm not getting
panic.
swept away. Yeah.
And
I'm dead. My little nose will just be sticking up.
Yeah, someone should probably come help you.
all right,
It's really
uh,
weird.
Goron. Same thing. DC 12 athletics or acrobatics to get your feet under you. As you lie disoriented and floating in the water.
Damn. I think he gonna be
24.
alright.
He's gonna be a baller.
24.
Water.
Oh yeah, you just
He does
stand
a
up.
backflip out of the water.
I'm here.
You stand up. How you get your feet under you? You do notice that it's hard. It's difficult standing on this giving surface, but you get the hang of it. All right,
Nice.
You gotta roll for
Pri-
me.
Not yet.
Princess Vespa.
I'm gonna die. Here we go into the cannon. Boop-a-doo-doo. Pew. Ooh, Ooh,
Woo!
17. Hallelujah.
All right. Princess
Okay.
Vespa.
Yep.
You get your feet under you, but you just barely got your, you probably got your neck
Well, it's 17
and your
plus
head out of the
4.
water.
17 plus 4.
No, you stand up just fine, but the water,
Oh.
it goes all the way up to your neck.
Ah! Funkin! I saved him. It's fine. Funkin, I'm putting you in a pocket. You keep falling off my head. Hey, guys! Guys, me Funkin could use some help. Can anyone hear me?
All right. Cressida.
Cressida, come towards me. Throw a rope.
I'm like the furthest away from you.
But you're also the furthest away from the gaping
That's
maw
21.
of doom.
good. 21.
21.
All right. No problem. Everybody gets their feet under them.
Woo!
Stands up on the spongy surface.
Some of us might say there's a bit of a problem.
All right. I'm going to take
I
this
keep
opportunity.
drinking this stank water.
I'm going to take this opportunity to describe the setting more. All right. So you see the edge right here,
Teeth
Yeah.
everywhere.
and it goes in a very slight curve because it's the area is so big. Goes off in both directions. Slight curve as far as the eye can see. All right. Like I said before, there are some stone structures coming up out of the water in many places in the distance that you can see, but you can't. They're really far away. All along the edge right here, you see the water cascading off, and people are getting swept over the side. On the other side, and it only appears to be about 10 feet wide, you see like pieces of the town and such. Like the buildings are all sheared in half, but still standing on this other side.
Oh,
I don't,
Say
I
Well-
don't understand.
Rude us.
They
Huh?
like moved to the area. They like chopped it right in half and destroyed everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, my takeaway is bad things are about to happen to me because right there.
But it's what? It's 10 feet, so we could chuck a rope. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, and right on the other side of that town, the golden globe that you saw before stretches up into the air as far as it goes out of sight.
So are we inside of it? Is it curving toward us or away from us?
Looks
You're-
like we're in a dome.
You're in a dome, basically.
So
yes.
we're inside the dome.
And
And you can't see through the dome, but there's about 10 feet of coastline where the town got sheared off, where the docks and stuff were.
that's a powerful spell.
Oh.
All right.
Alright.
Are we still going in order?
Yeah, we're still in.
Yeah, we're going.
That's-
We've got things to fight.
I ain't fighting shit.
You're just trying to survive.
Keeping your head above water.
Right? What on earth am I supposed to do? Can't even. Elbows don't come out of the water.
Oh, you can't even turn into an animal. That's so sad.
Oh yeah, not strong enough to swim yet.
Mm-mm.
All right. Top of the round. Nifflin,
Yeah.
you see a person. It looks like the baker that you saved is quickly approaching, scrabbling and trying to get her feet underneath her, and she's getting swept towards the edge. And you see another person getting swept towards the edge on the other side. That's a little bit further away from you. Then there's also the fight that Jacob and Kadric are about to be beginning in front of you with the tentacle.
This is a baker.
Yeah, but the baker's bread wasn't that great, and
And we've completely lost one of their kids. There's only one baker's child.
Oh no.
We've got the wife and the half-naked first lady.
I mean, with all of that being said, does the baker really want to be saved? It sounds like he's got a rough go of it if he gets rescued.
He's already lost his bakery.
Yeah,
Oh,
lost
yeah.
his bakery.
Here's the other kid.
They're both crying out, "Help! Someone help! I can't stand! Help
Okay.
me!"
And you said we're in water and we move at half speed. Am I still caught up with that, or am I upright and all good now?
Oh, you're moving at half speed, regardless, because of being half submerged in water.
That's
You're
what I was
treading
thinking you were
through
saying.
water.
Some of us are more
Yeah.
than half.
Yes, Sarah is actually gonna basically be swimming.
Okay. Well, with my bad walking speed already, I couldn't even make it to this guy. Whatever. We'll get to this baker, I guess. But so hex is 5, right? Or 10 in this case.
10 in this case, yes.
Okay. So whatever. I'll go over here, but that's as far as I can go.
Remember, you can dash on your turn, so you get to move.
Oh,
twice.
you're right.
That's an
you're
action.
right. Okay, so I started here, so we're gonna go double that. In fact, I guess I'll just go right here. That'll put me adjacent to him.
Okay.
And then I guess we're gonna be, hey, come with me if you want to live, kind of thing.
Come
Oh,
with
the
me if
baker.
you want to not die.
The baker is panicked and reaches out and latches onto your leg and starts squeezing in an attempt to stand up. And just as they tell you in lifeguard training, approaching from behind is usually the best bet. Make a
Hey-o.
make a strength check to remain on your feet. DC 10.
You
'Kay.
fool.
Eh,
It seems inevitable we're all gonna fall
that's
down
way
in
over
this
there.
hole.
That went far.
Like off the table?
It's
Into
right
the
there.
darkness.
Yeah, it's an 8.
So
Plus your strength.
you made it.
Oh, plus. Oh, okay. I'm a good art.
You manhandle this baker who's latched onto you,
Eh.
and one of the kids is grabbed onto your arm also. But are you a dwarf?
Yes.
All right.
That was a weird pause.
Well, dwarves are, 4.5 to 5 feet tall, I think.
Well, this child is. He may be stocky, but he's quite small.
All right. Nicholas, you successfully save the baker, and you hear as the southern person falls over the edge.
Well,
Gosh.
They were just a generic village guard, so Baker and Baker's child number 1 have names.
just gonna
Baker's child 1.
Baker's Child 1.
The other
Well, I'm
child
glad
is
I got to
some sort of
save.
rat person.
All right.
I guess it's a goblin.
Goron?
So
On
are
your
they
turn.
still in danger? Are they still in danger of going over the edge?
Oh, he seems like he looks like a rock in a river. Water parts around him, and it just cascades off around him as he stands against the torrent.
The tiny
Seems
child
solid.
going, thanks, mister, you're the best.
Then
But
I guess
you do see random villager getting swept towards the edge, and then you see the two fights
yeah.
looming.
So I'm gonna. So if I have these are 10 and I have 30 feet, can I take 2 or and round up? Is that cool? I was here.
Excuse
Can I
me.
get to here with 30? since I'm half.
Sorry, where were you?
I was here.
All right.
I want to go to
10,
here.
20. So 10,
So-
20, 30.
Since we're half speed, so I can't get all the way.
Oh no, I mean
You can dash.
you still have 30 feet of movement. It just each
Oh,
hex takes 10.
You're not swimming.
Yeah, I was gonna get to this point and throw a rope to him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull
Go
up
for
my
it.
rope, and I throw it over to him to pull him back.
That seems like an easy task. I'll see if he can catch it in his panic. DC
1.
DC 10 dexterity. Oh, the rope
Okay.
slips through his fingers, and as he's panicking, and he scrabbles for it, and it lands in the water near him.
Useless.
That's a shame.
Ah,
I'll dash the rest of my way over to him.
the throwing of the rope would have been
It's
an
my
action.
time. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Princess Vespa. You see the person again. Yeah, there's a villager.
Is this the lady? Can it be the lady so I have an emotional attachment to her?
Sure, it's the lady that you saved. That was
Okay. Because otherwise I'm
at the
not gonna
end.
save them.
The one that kept running away from you.
yes, that one.
What did I made a fart smell or something?
You scared her.
I was trying to
Well-
pass the time. Oi! Lady!
Oi.
What? Help me! Help me! I'm being swept towards the edge.
I thought she was about to run away again.
Ah!
Please don't fart at me!
Sarah, you are going to be moving 1 hex in your turn. That's the max you can move with the water level.
So these are bullywogs. So these are bad guys. These are friendly. This is a fight.
This is
Fuck. Can I throw a rope to her so we can tie ourselves together and maybe one of us save the other one?
Sure, if that's what you want to do.
Who's there?
What do I roll?
Hey.
Do I roll anything or she rolls?
Nah, DC 10 to see if she catches it. She's floundering in the water, trying to get her feet under, and she's panicking. Oh, but she grabs it.
Huzzah!
Clank.
Tie it to your waist and save me!
All right, Princess Vespa, make a DC 10 strength check to remain on your feet as the jerk of her halting
What was
hits
she?
you.
Oh, bitch.
She was being swept in the current,
So,
and
so I roll a 20?
yes,
Okay. It throws me off when you say a number that matches another dice.
DC is the difficulty of the task.
Yeah, it makes sense. That doesn't mean my brain works that way. 15! Holla holla!
No problem. All right, you yank her to a stop, and she gets her feet under, and she stands up. She's still holding onto the rope, though. All right.
Can I move now?
Sure.
Is she just gonna kind of stay this far away from me?
Yes. She'll just stay here. Yes.
Rude.
Alright. All right, Cressida.
Your turn.
I'm gonna do some attacking. I think. Question: little wormy tentacly things. Yeah, but it's 60 feet.
That's more than 60.
That's not more than 60
If
feet.
each square is 10.
20.
It's only 10 for the fact that you're moving.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then you're good.
Yeah. The tentacly things though, that creaturey thing probably wouldn't be within hearing range, right? 'Cause it's like underwater somewhere or something. Is that right?
Yeah, you don't see any obvious hearing
Hearing ears.
ears appendages.
So I'm gonna attack this little bullfrog right here. This little
Okay.
guy with vicious mockery.
No, don't do it. Is that a save on my part?
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving.
Well, I rolled a 12. I have a 12.
I have
And
a 15 spell save.
Yep, and I think yours is higher, so go for it.
Okay, so can you roll a d4 for me, dude?
And
They'll
we will
also
go-
have disadvantage on the next attack roll if they attack.
Got a 4.
All right. 4 damage.
And disadvantage. I don't know if you want to mark
I'm
those.
just gonna grab some checker pieces. They're flat.
Mm.
Put them under them. Or a poker chip. There we go.
And then my mockery is like, it's the sliminess from me or something.
You look
Very-
like that fart smell.
All right. Cressida, would you like to do anything else on your turn?
Who is this like right here? Okay.
Random villager in the
and then
water,
this
not
is
on
where-
his feet.
I think I'm probably gonna stay back for right now, just because I don't want to get too near anything. And right now, everybody's kind of saved themselves at the moment, for the most part. So yeah, staying back.
All right. So that was Cressida. Monster's turn and everybody else's turn. 1, 4. That person's being swept with the current towards the edge.
Oh, whoops! I
Made some good
thought
movement.
that they were fine.
That's the baker's wife, you
Yeah.
monster.
I
Alright.
was standing by me.
This one, this frog's blah 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 blah. Think of a murloc out of.
That is unnecessary. Well, but
This tentacle, it disappears back
Okay.
under the surface.
Oh gosh.
I don't like that.
pop up somewhere else.
Yeah. Probably fling some more little frogs and grab some more people.
Y'all are being real pessimistic. Maybe good things will happen with that tentacle.
Maybe. Good tentacle. It's the nice one.
All right, Kadric charges, but he stumbles and misses his frog. His dad, though, he rips his fiery longsword down through this frog, cleaving him in two. And then the two frogs begin to trade blows with Kadric.
He did right on.
This tentacle, it reaches out and circles around Jacob, and he lifts him into the air.
Oh gosh.
He's getting tossed about in the air, as you would expect a tentacle to do.
As tentacle do.
All right. Let's see. Village guard missed the rope.
Dang. Nice knowing ya.
All good. These are good. All right, these two bullywogs are attacking you, Princess Vespa.
Bitches.
They rolled pretty bad though. One missed and one rolled a 12. What's your AC?
Which one is that? Armor class 17.
Ooh. 17. Where do you get a 17 armor class from?
I don't know, it's on my page. 11 armor, 4 dexterity, 2 shield.
Hey.
Noted.
I didn't put the numbers in.
All right.
I mean,
Just
that's
to be
great.
aware, you do not have your shield up.
What?
Out.
Yeah, you can't have your shield while you're trying to keep yourself.
I didn't say it.
I know that's why I asked. All right. You have a rope in your hands, and you're
So how
fighting
do
to
I
stay in the water.
change that?
You don't need to. It's just from -2, so it's a 15. It still missed. Both of the bullywogs, they leapt at you and tried to stab you with their stone spears, and both missed.
Heh, bitches.
This one over here, Cressida, comes up towards the baker. We're gonna say the baker has an AC of.
Baker's wife.
The baker's wife has an AC of 10. Alright.
No. Poor baby
But
boy.
that one does have disadvantage, so.
That's true.
Oh! Unfortunately, you did stop it from being a critical, but still hit.
Yeah, why?
This bullywog comes over to the baker's wife and stabs down through her into the water, spears her in place into the
no.
spongy.
That's so terrible. It's more
And
Baker.
look at you over here with your arms out, shrugging like, oh,
Well,
oh shucks.
All right, the baker's wife, the water is parting around her and blood is flowing towards the edge
Ugh.
as she's held in place by this spear that the bullywog is trying to remove out of the foamy material now.
So
All
he's
right.
like yanking on it? Well, somebody
Alright.
just shifted into evil.
All right, that was all of my guys. All right, top of the round, Nithlith. What do you want to do?
All right. This village guard. Is this one still there? Right here. This guy.
Yes.
How many people are you going to be able to hold up?
Nobody. I just wanted to know if I needed to feel bad that I'm bailing on that guy.
It'll probably be less traumatic than the baker's wife was.
For real.
Nah. So can I just bail on the baker now? He has no reason to live. Oh, he's got this one kid left.
The other kid might be okay.
Nithlith, you can do whatever you want to do.
I guess I'll go fight frogs over here. Over here. This area. That guy. Moving.
Pulling them two along, keeping them on their feet. You can only move 2 hexes a turn.
Pretty
If you
sure
let him
you can
go-
Shuck him over the edge.
If you let them go,
I
you can
could
move
chuck
like
him over the
normal.
edge. Man, that's real
Save your
enticing.
life, JK. That is a child.
Yeah, you know how I saved you a second ago? Nah.
Psych. You could,
All
right?
right.
Hold your kid up. I gotta go
But that's-
over here.
So that's the only detriment they have is just slower movement, right? They don't have like any sort of.
Oh no, they're he's obviously been either injured or is still panicking, and he is not able to maintain footing without your support because he's holding on to his kid and trying to hold on to you.
Well, that's some bullshit.
If you let go, there is a high probability you feel that they will fall.
Well, I'm gonna go fight some frogs. Later, guys. Y'all can.
Bye.
Bye.
The baker, he says, "Hold on, what?" And you feel his grasp. You feel his grasp tighten on you. Make a DC 10 strength check to see if you can break his grasp.
You're a monster.
Throw it right back in the bag.
Oh, I just heard something clang.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4, and then I only have +3 strength. So
Oh, the baker, he somehow, you feel his strength increase in fear for his child, and he latches onto your arm, and he refuses to let go. Sir, you have to save us. What are you doing?
well, we'll see
on
next
your
turn, I
back
guess.
like a spider monkey.
You can move 2 hexes if you want with them in tow.
All right. Well, with them in tow. So yeah, let's move.
Bring him to the frog.
Or would they change formation at all? Do I need to move them around?
You can put them in a line if you want behind you.
Alright. Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
Well, real far
Bread's
away from
gonna have
frogs.
Spit in it.
I didn't like the bread anyway. It
That's
sucked.
fair. All right, Goron.
I'll give him another shot, so I'll move 3 this way. This time I'm gonna tie a loop in the rope and throw it at him.
Try and
Okay.
lasso him.
I
Alright,
can only move 3, right? Because it's 30.
Yeah, you can move 3.
Sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna try a loop this time.
You quickly tie a slip knot loop thing in your
Lasso.
your rope. And you everybody sees him over there twirling it over his head, and he throws it. Make a DC 10 dexterity check to see if you can land it around the person.
Yeah, I got a 12.
Oh, well then, perfect. Your loop lands around his arms, and he quickly grabs it, and it tightens down on his arms,
Sweet.
capturing him. His head goes under as the water pulls him down.
That's fair.
All right, make a DC 10 strength saving throw to see if you can, as his body slams against the length of the rope.
Okay, that did worse. So 9. So not so great.
A 9. All right. You lose your footing and fall down into the water. All right.
Where are you? Way over there. Dang it.
You decided not to move.
Sacrificed everyone.
All right, Goron, you are now prone and floating in the water again.
We're in
Beginning-
survival mode, y'all.
Beginning of your next turn, we'll do the same stand-up procedures before y'all move.
Nice.
All right. So, Princess Vespa.
I guess So I've got a dagger and a thorn whip. They both have a hit DC of +6, but the dagger has 1d4 +4 damage, and the other one just has 1d6. So this is probably a good stabby time, huh? Also,
I
can
I would say
probably
so.
stab underwater better than I can thorn whip underwater.
Since that's a spell, it actually would not be negatively affected. But for instance, I will tell you that piercing weaponry, like a dagger, does not take any ill effect from using it in water. If you, for instance, used bludgeoning or slashing, you get disadvantage on the attack roll.
The more you know. Okie dokie. Guess I'm gonna do a little stabby. What do I roll?
A D20, and you have to beat their AC, which is a 13.
Hey, I got 13.
You probably got higher than that. So you rolled a 13. You get your to hit
Oh, plus
modifier.
6.
So you got a 19 total. So you really hit. Stab.
Stab that motherfucker.
D4 plus 4.
I don't know why I keep using this one and then I have to spin. Don't hit the. Oh, I got 6.
Which one did you hit?
The one further away from the edge, because I figure he's coming up for this one.
All right.
Stabby.
Yeah, you stab into him, and he makes whatever frog pain noises. Yeah, exactly.
He croaked.
Ah,
Ha!
not yet. All right, Princess Vespa. That's pretty much all you can do this turn.
Consider it done.
All right, Cressida. I mean,
We gonna keep. Yeah, I'm not a princess. I wish. We're gonna keep attacking Froggy Boy, who was so brutal, with vicious mockery again. So wisdom saving.
Oh yeah. So, since he is really he's distracted trying to pull his spear out of that woman, it'll give him disadvantage against your spell save. Although it didn't matter because he made it.
All right. So that's a D4.
No, he saved.
Nah, he
Oh,
he
he
rolled a
saved it.
15 and a 17.
I'm sorry. I missed that.
All right.
Well, shucks.
You're gonna move it all?
I am gonna move.
Where you gonna move?
Move me like over here. Starting to veer more towards
You gonna
her.
move maybe towards them?
Nope, not towards them, just over. Well, okay, towards them a little. But not a lot.
So I moved her 3 for 30. For her full 30.
Thank you.
All right. All right. She moved. Cressida went. Monster's turn. All right. These two bullywogs are still fighting Cadric. See if they hit. Well, they both hit. They both stab into Cadric's weakened armor, and you see blood start to flow from Cadric. He looks like he's barely standing on his feet, Goron. Well, Goron, you wouldn't see that. But Cressida, you see Cadric take a terrible blows from his two
Like,
assailants.
sorry. Sucks to
All
suck.
Just let you see the same thing. You see Cadric take, brutal wounds from his foes.
Oh,
And,
Is his sword still on fire?
Jacob is up in the air with his sword on
Oh.
fire, and he's the one with the fiery sword.
Sword is on fire.
Yeah.
But that tentacle, it stops flailing, and then it sucks back down through the the spongy mass you're standing on, yanking Jacob out of sight. You hear Cadric yell, "No, Dad!"
Oh yeah, you cut out on that one. You gotta scream in a more masculine voice.
Well, Cadric, he screams out for his dad as he gets yanked through the spongy mass into the unknown. You hear as the fiery sword goes down through the water.
Oh no. It's a
We gonna die.
Would have been pretty cool if he had tossed that sword to his dad or his son or whoever.
Hmm.
It would have been. All right. This one does not have disadvantage anymore. This turns and looks at you, and he ribbit just leaps up out of the water and lands, splashes down into the water in front of you.
I sigh.
That's not ideal.
Hmm.
The baker's wife's corpse is now free and floating
Excuse me,
towards the
corpse?
edge.
She got stabbed through the stomach.
Yeah, she's super
and
dead.
pierced into the sponge.
Super dead.
Blood everywhere.
Super dead. Ugh.
All right. The bullywog. That's all the bullywog can do this turn. These two are gonna attack you, Princess Vespa. All right. You must be muted.
Oh,
Are you
Yeah.
I thought I unmuted myself, but I muted myself. 15.
One of them critted on you, and the other one missed. All right.
What do I
2D. You don't roll anything. He rolls his damage as his spear enters your shoulder for 5 points of damage.
Ow. You better be glad you missed Fonkin or he'd chew your eyeballs out, you little bitch.
All right, Princess Vespa, make a DC 10 dexterity or athletics or acrobatics check to maintain your footing or fall down from the force of the blow.
12 plus
You made it.
4.
You made it. All right.
So my health is what now?
Whatever your max is, -5.
Oh, I'm at 4 hit points, guys.
Ew, gross.
On a side note, Goron, I believe you were the only one that took damage last time. Is
Yeah,
that
I'm
true?
done. Yeah.
You woke up and you were feeling fantastic. You all your wounds were completely healed over
Meow.
from last time.
I got rid of my temp, whatever. I had 5 extra. We were supposed to do that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But your wounds, Goron, are miraculously healed. And it,
Sweet.
Lucky ducks. Because you were almost
Look.
dead, weren't you?
No, I only had 4. I would only lost 1 point.
Oh. Whose turn is it now?
But I lost all my extra stuff.
I think you had almost died at one point, but I think
I was-
Delisha healed you,
I was gonna go
Yeah.
after that big bad thing,
right?
and then I didn't.
And I
Probably a good call.
That was a
You're
very
like,
good
"That's
call.
not smart."
I'm pretty sure I was like, why are you doing that? You're
He's a
going to
barbarian. He's
die."
raging.
You know, a big bad thing. I think we gotta kill everything.
All right. So monsters have gone. Top of the round, Niflith. What's your goals this round? You trying?
Kick at him.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a child! You're a monster.
All right.
Yeah.
Wake up. Make a DC 10 strength check just to try and break the grip of the baker.
Alright, I'm gonna use the thingy.
Oh man, you're a monster. Fonkin sees what you're doing over there.
Oh,
12
you made it.
plus
All right.
3.
Oh,
you do an arm break on him and you knock his hand free, and the baker stumbles but tries to maintain his footing while he's holding on to his child. Disadvantage. Oh, he made it! He he maintains his footing and he says, Nicholas, I'll remember this.
Yeah.
Can I like
me!
can I like 300 Leonidas kick him back into the water?
And roll to hit. AC 10.
No.
Shove maneuver.
No, sir.
Add your stuff.
Not
You
9
hit.
plus 3. Yeah. Yeah.
Nicholas
No.
brings one leg up and he kicks the baker in the chest, flying 10 feet back. His child already gets caught up and falls over the edge.
No, you're a monster.
Nicholas, you still have movement remaining, but that's it.
You can go to fuck somewhere else.
All right. Well, that was all in action, I suppose. So I just have that far to go.
Everyone, except for you, Goran, because you're in the water. You didn't see that.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh,
Princess Vespa and Cressida, make a DC 10 easy perception check to see if you saw the moment of the kick.
the epic,
I've
terrible
lost others
Sparta
like that.
moment.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, that you used your action to
Wait,
murder.
What are we adding to that?
Baker.
Goran,
Pay attention.
Goran, you're not making this
I
roll
know.
because you're.
Yeah, but I gotta roll for her.
Perception.
Oh,
Yeah.
perception.
You got a 2 plus.
I did not see it. I got a 2 plus 2, so 4.
Okay.
Where's perception?
Cressida, you were too distracted by the bullywog that had just murdered the baker's wife.
That makes sense.
And
Yeah.
you didn't see the moment of the kick. You knew that he was helping them, and suddenly he's standing there separate from them. And you didn't see the intervening moment. Princess Vespa, perception is under your skills.
I got a 4, or I rolled an 8, and I have a 4 perception.
Then you exceeded it with a 12. So you saw the
Yeah,
moment
I saw
of
it.
the Sparta kick. You saw him kick the baker in the
Saw that
chest,
shit.
knocking his child free of his grasp
Oh.
over the edge.
Oh, I synced it. I synced it.
All right. So that was Nithlis' turn. Goron, DC
I'm gonna try
12
to
to stand up. You have an option at this point. You can let go of the rope and it would be a DC 12, or you can try and maintain your grip for a DC 13.
I'll keep the grip. I rolled a 13, so I'm good either way.
All
I
right.
was gonna
Awesome.
anyway.
You held onto the rope and dig your feet into the spongy mass under you, and you stand up out of the water like, water cascading down through your hair. All right.
Sweet.
That is-
Luxurious golden locks.
The villager thanks you profusely. Thank you, thank you. And that's all you can do this turn. All right.
That's fine.
Princess Vespa.
Oh, fuck. Totally overlooking the bollywogs and no. All right, so I hit one of them, right?
You did, on the one on the right.
All right, I'll stab at him again.
All right. AC 13.
Me, yes. All right. Why am I not close to any of these cannons? It's very inconvenient. If I don't hold on to my die, Matthew starts using it. I got a 12.
You got a 12 plus.
Plus. What?
You probably have a plus 6. Plus 4 from your
Yes.
dexterity. Plus 2 from your proficiency.
Oh,
You hit.
Shoot. I didn't know. So I clicked on the plus 6 over in D&D Beyond, and a D20 just appeared. I rolled
Yep.
better over there, for the record.
Well, regardless, you hit this one, so roll damage. D4 plus 4.
Two, so I got 6.
The bullywog goes down under the barrage of dagger wounds in his chest. Croak! As he croaks.
Burrow.
He
On
starts
his way toward
floating
the
towards
edge,
the edge.
cuts betrayer in the
Hey, I'm trying to get over there to help you out with your little frog guys.
He's team before random civilians. I get it.
Everyone's an equal.
Hey,
in
that
the
was
sense that they're
my.
all below me. But they're all equally below me. And children are basically animals. So unforgivable.
So you should be-
So you're fine with it.
I mean,
All right, Princess Vespa. That's basically all you can do, unless you want to move, but you will
No,
provoke an
he'll
attack of
murder me.
opportunity. All right, Cressida.
I mean, if I move still beside him, that's not right.
Okay,
You are
so like
correct.
he's right up on me. So I think since he's right up on me, I'll use my long sword. Will you roll a 20 for me, please?
AC 13.
Okay. Roll good, please.
7
Nathan.
You can run this whenever you.
Plus nothing. Okay, I'm gonna run away from him.
No, he'll attack you.
No, I can't run away from him.
You can. There is an action. There is an action called disengage that allows you to not take attacks of opportunity,
I
but it
would
uses your action.
like to request to
Well,
disengage.
you tried to attack already and you failed.
Dang it.
Oh, did you roll it? I didn't see.
Yeah.
He rolled
Yeah.
a 7 for
She got a
me.
7.
Oh well, yes.
Roll
You used your action. You missed.
I am sad. Okay.
But you still have your movement. If you wanted to try and run, he still has to roll.
Oh, because I have not ever done that and not been screwed. So I just learned better.
Okay. Also, as an option, that you can remain in base-to-base contact with him and move into any of these hexes without taking.
I'm
attack.
gonna say what I'm doing right now is I'm having a really awkward, like passionate stare with him to try to make him think I'm crazy.
Hey.
Passionate.
passionate.
You see the bullywog's throat like swell up as he makes eyes with you.
Passionately.
You don't know what bullywog passion looks like. You think this might be it.
Is that a perception check? Is there?
Insight. Do I have insight into bullywog?
It's
I mean, I am rather charismatic, so I don't.
It's that scene from Thunder. The new Melissa McCarthy movie where she's dancing
Oh, I
with
don't
the
watch
crab guy.
All right, Cressida, you are done.
She's about to get in a shotgun wedding with this bullfrog.
All right,
They might already be engaged.
You never know.
Cadric, in his grief, stabs out with a frenzy over and over and over again, and kills both of the bullywogs that he's facing.
Damn.
in a frenzy of blood and death. And he drops his sword and he reaches down through the spongy material. And he's under the water. You don't know what's happening to him. Alright. Bullywog on Cressida. Let's see. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna work off your feminine wiles. DC 10 to resist your attempt at seduction.
Oh no!
Oh, I failed. He croaks and he starts to hop around you in a weirdly nice dance, like little back and forth action. Little holds the staff up like he's riding it.
Oh no! Ooga shaka, ooga shaka.
Exactly. Yeah, you get the picture.
Can't stop this feeling.
Princess Vespa, the one that's on you, tries to stab out at you with his stone spear in retribution for his ally, and he missed over your shoulder. He almost crit it again. I thought he was gonna crit you. All right, that is all of their turn. Nithlith, it's your turn.
All right. Well, now I'm fresh off of kicking a guy into.
Murder spree.
I like to call it
Murder.
murder, I guess. I guess I'm gonna run it.
On a side note, on that turn, Baker swept over the edge.
Yeah.
I saw what you did. I seen it.
How's Goron over there doing? See?
I'm up. I'm good.
He's on his feet.
Saving people.
Hey, I saved somebody.
You should have just let him die. It would have been less dramatic.
I went back to save him. He was just a jerk about the whole situation.
If he was better at his job, we would have tried harder.
Oh.
Exactly. I feel like I recall his whole family being ugly too, if I'm not mistaken.
You are not wrong.
So
you are not wrong.
So I'm gonna bump over here and can I dag this guy with a dagger? By chance?
You can use a dagger if you want, or you can use whatever your actual weapon is. Your choice.
So my great axe was the main weapon. It has a range of 5 feet. I wasn't sure how the water affected that movement wise.
Range of 5 feet means it's melee. You can hit any hex that's adjacent to yours.
Okay.
Your weapon isn't affected because you are not submerged. Whereas Princess Vespa is almost in all but her head is below water.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Instead of dagging him, let's axe him a little bit.
Sounds good. AC 13 means you have to roll a DC or a D20 and get above a 13.
Okay.
Or actually 13 or above.
And I did 18.
I believe that's how that works. 18. Yeah, no problem at all. You bring your axe down on him.
Do I roll for damage now?
You do.
Okay.
The D12.
Yes. 1d12 plus 3 swingy sword guy.
Swingy sword.
Why can I not pick up these dice? Get it. There we go.
Nice.
7.
Four. Yeah.
7 points of damage as your axe cleaves down and cuts a swath through this blue log.
Unrelated, can I shoot the baker out of the cannon?
Oh my god.
I think you can shoot anything out of the cannon.
Why do you have such a vendetta against the baker now?
Like the kid go for
There
it.
he goes.
Yeah. All right, that was worth it. Okay,
Who
cool.
did you just shoot out of the cannon? Because that wasn't the baker.
Just a rando.
Doctor.
One of those million doctors that was in that town at
There's
the
a whole
convention.
wad of them over here.
All right, I shot the baker now. I'll take him back, but he got shot out of a cannon.
I shot the sheriff.
All right, that blue log is still standing, but obviously injured. All right, Nithlith, would you like to do anything else? I think that's pretty much your full turn.
Yeah, that should be it.
Didn't
Yeah.
I shoot the
All right,
shooter?
Goron.
Me and my little guard guy are gonna try to move a little closer to where the guy went under the water. We're only able to move 2 since I'm towing him, right?
Mhm.
Sweet. Then that is my. Oh, well, then I'll dash as well.
Okay.
Dunzo.
All right, Princess Vespa.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab at that frog.
Stab, stab.
Meanwhile, yelling at him for being a monster. I got 11 plus 6, 17.
You hit. Cressida, you over the croaking of the frog in front of you, you can hear the small voice of Princess Vespa shrilly declaring that Nithlith is a monster.
And it's like, I don't know. This one seems really great over here. Oh, Niflis.
She's super into this romance with a bullfrog.
We're having a moment. I'm sorry. I'll be like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you over this mating dance. Can you
Oh,
say
no.
something about this,
I just 5
Yes.
damage.
Dylan?
5 damage. You stab, and he goes down just like his friend did. He sweeps towards the edge.
Also, I'm going to I can only move 1 square.
Mhm.
I'm gonna move a square away
Okay.
from this motherfucker.
Mm.
First
All right.
lady saw you too. She also sidled away.
Let's see. Did she see? She did see.
Yeah, she saw. We all saw. Us and all the villagers over here fucking saw.
That's your froggy.
We seen it.
Dead fuck.
Hey, I stepped away to save a cat from getting stuck. What horrible things have happened while I was gone?
Princess Vespa killed the frog that you injured last turn.
Excellent.
And then stepped away from you in
Called you a
fear.
monster.
Oh well, that's fair.
All right. Princess Vespa, you are done. Cressida, it is your turn to continue this intrigue at
I
court.
know. I'm in a conundrum because I'm like, am I doing something for the frog or like? I don't know. How cute is the frog?
I
Like, on a
mean,
scale of 1 to
everyone would have assumed it would have been Princess Vespa to have ended up here, but no, it was the
All right, hold on. We'll find out what
The
the looks of this frog are. We're gonna roll 3d6, and that's the charisma of the frog. And 9, so a little less than average
Okay, so
for
he's
a
kind
frog.
of
Oh,
Shark has like translucent skin, doesn't have the biggest bulge around the neck, but
He's a
So-
below average frog monster.
I've decided I'm not feeling
looks
him.
like. But the Bullywog looks very enthusiastic in his dance.
He is all in.
I admire his efforts, but I'm going to
No. No.
What are
what?
you doing? Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What
I
were you
haven't even said what I'm doing yet, and Sarah's character's already reacting. I was just gonna say, let's see, how far away is she from?
You're right there.
No,
Else-
from
everything else is
Princess
dead.
Vespa.
Everything else is dead.
Would you say I'm 60 feet from Princess Vespa?
Movement-wise, you're pretty far. Each hex is 10 for
Oh.
movement. But if it's a
but-
spell,
but-
then for a spell, then it's just 5.
Okay,
So you're 5,
I'm-
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Princess Vespa. I think. Because you said you're only at 4, right? And you still have like a creature from you, or no?
everything's dead.
Oh, everything's dead.
Yeah.
You
I'm
are the one
sorry.
person.
I still see things standing up, and I
Yeah,
just
those are
assume
us.
those are bad guys.
the only bad guy left is the one that's trying to mate
The
with
one
you.
Okay,
The
so
horny person.
I'm gonna sadly end our list, and I'm worried because Sarah's gasping, and I don't want her to think I'm a monster too.
I mean, you're not hunting a child.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna try to stab it. My long sword.
Roll your dice this time.
Okay, how do I do that?
Grab the dice, shake and look it.
This might be worse.
Bum,
Oh,
bum, bum.
Where'd it
Oh,
go?
you hit AC 13. You
Okay.
stab into this bullywog.
Oh, look at his face. He's so betrayed. Look
I'm
at
so
it.
sorry. I say I'm
The-
sorry as I do it.
The damage not only hits his physical body, but his ego as well, as his throat contracts back into a normal. And he-
5 damage plus
What did you
nothing. I get it. So 5.
5 damage. He looks like he's
Oh.
very. He looks injured, but he looks more hurt. Emotionally.
Oh, my heart can't take it.
Alright,
My
Chris.
whole team are just
there-
monsters.
Is there anything else you would like to do to this poor being?
Oh,
Okay, so I haven't killed it, right?
No, you have not killed it.
you
Okay.
killed his trust.
I'm just gonna.
Never gonna be able to love again.
Well, I can't cast Charm
No,
person
you
because
can't
I've already
cast anything.
attacked. So I'm just gonna like.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
Just stay there for right now.
Okay. Cressida, you are done. Monster's turn.
As an aside, could you like convince a monster to join?
I mean, yes, but then I would have
That's
a needy little bullfrog following me for the rest of the campaign, and it's not even cute. So.
And
Not
it's not
even
even cute.
Not even-
Damn. If he had rolled a higher charisma, oh,
Then maybe.
you're cold.
I'm just gonna say, might not have had a high charisma, had a good personality.
Yeah. And a
Yeah,
big
but
old
I'm-
dick.
My bard says specifically, I'm a sucker for a pretty face. So I mean, if your face ain't pretty,
Oh, that's fair. That does
it's a
match.
shame.
Good point. You can have a you can have a point of inspiration for playing a character.
Thank you.
Mark it.
All right.
Mark the Don't really do my thing.
All right. The one harmed and distraught bullfrog. He looks at you with what appears to be bullfrog longing and tears,
Oh.
and he hops back over this direction and disappears down the hole. But you have the opportunity to do an attack of opportunity, Joel.
You're gonna
Because you
stab
left
him
your
in his back as he leaves?
He's just trying to jump off into the abyss at this point.
Another
Oh.
conundrum, because I could end his misery and attack, or let him go and be brokenhearted. I'm gonna let him go and be brokenhearted. He'll find
Wow.
somebody else.
Wow.
He'll love someone else again one day.
No, we won't.
No, he won't. This is it. He's jumping off into the
No,
thing.
he's going down into the hole.
Yeah, he's going into the hole.
No,
Alright.
not the dead hole, the tentacle hole.
Gonna jump right into the golden.
He's going back home.
He lands at the hole. He turns and looks at you, and you see the spark of what can only be shown as hatred, and he disappears down through the hole.
He's gonna hate all half elves.
He's gonna
now.
come back.
He's gonna be a big bullfrog.
Hey, I spared his life at the same time, so you
You
know.
also tried
You created a monster.
I now have to decide on a name for him.
Bradley. His name is Bradley.
I was like, listen, Bradley, if you would just go and work on your physique a bit, maybe.
He comes
That
back
won't
super
fix
quick.
his face.
He's gonna come back super swole.
Looking like a battle toad.
Yeah.
Why are there like 14 Vespas stacked on top of each other over here? What's happening?
That is all the doctors from the doctor convention.
Why don't we ever delete anyone? Why are there just...
They may become useful later. Who knows?
I mean, I'd clean up the table between sessions usually, but I did not this time.
So now what?
1 second, I'm making notes on the Cressida Bullfrog account.
Speaking of cleaning up the table and things still being around, how close to a little wiggly worm is this giant pink worm? Are we gonna?
What?
Is that gonna come back up at some point? This guy.
Oh. That purple worm is not representative of what was in the lake.
Yeah, it was one of those like big bad bosses, right?
It's
all-
purple
With
worm.
all the eyes and tentacles.
Yes. This purple worm would literally, I think it's probably, I think it's a huge creature, so it's like 60 or 100 feet tall. If you saw this, you should run the other direction.
But how are they familial in any way to the little wiggly guys?
What little wiggly guys?
You're talking about
Well-
like worms in the ground?
Yeah, these little guys.
The
Oh.
tentacles?
Yes, they have roughly the same hue as the tentacles that were on the creature in the lake.
Okay, just keeping that in mind. Like that seems relevant.
Yes, you're thinking correctly.
Okay.
All right. All right, so that's noted, so I can work that into a storyline later. All right.
Oh,
right.
Bradley.
You see Cadric stand up with a forlorn face, and he doesn't have his dad with him, or even the sword that his dad had.
What about his? Did he find his sword that he threw down?
No.
Oh yeah, it was just sitting on the
Okay, good.
no problem. All right, hey,
Hey,
Baker's child number 2 might still be alive if you want to work that into your
Yeah.
your story. We never
Froze
saw
up.
Baker's child number 2.
Comes back.
Lauren killed off the wife.
I did not. That was so
That was the ghost in the
unintentional.
frog.
That was really
You tried
I had
harder
no
to seduce that bullfrog than you did to save the baker's wife.
I had no idea that was even a baker's wife. I thought it was just a random guy.
all right. There's a slight calm as the fighting has subsided for the moment, and you kind of survey the area. You see all throughout this area hundreds of people, probably anywhere between 200 or 300 people standing up in the water. Most of them are farther away from the edge where the current is much less severe. Most of the ones that were near the edge, that unless y'all saved them or some of the guards saved them from the town, were swept over the edge. Distracted by the people flying about. Alright.
You leave them on the table, I'm gonna use them.
Alright. Cadric turns to you and he says, "There's no time for mourning right now. Goron, have your team assist with defending the townsfolk. We must move away from this deathland near the edge. The only safe place appears to be the tree on top of the mesa near the center."
Sounds
We gotta
good.
get all the way over there.
Let's go.
Alright, y'all.
I'm staying the fuck away from that guy. Fuck
Alright.
you.
Nithla, Princess Vespa, are there any conversations that y'all would like to have?
I got words. I seen what you did, sir. I seen it.
All in the.
You stay behind me, First Lady.
You helped her far enough away. She's seen a family member and left to join them.
Bitch.
Yeah, see, I was just trying to help out my party. Had to prioritize. That guy was a jerk anyway.
He was never a jerk.
He was grabbing my arm, being all like, "Hey, you gotta save me and my child."
Alright. There's slight heated conversation going on between Nithilith and Princess Vespa during the preparation time. But y'all have gathered the remainder of the townsfolk into a rough mob, and y'all are gonna hold them back during the fighting retreat. Alright? And right as y'all are preparing to head off towards the center, towards the tree,
So,
no less than 12
Wow.
Necessary.
tentacles
Oh, it's so
pop up
unnecessary.
through
That's
the
only 10.
right next to you. We'll bring you into this.
the no less than 14
14.
tentacles
No more
Pop.
either.
pop up through the
Right there.
spongy mass that everyone is standing on. Some pick up villagers and start tossing them back towards the edge, but in the distance you hear the sound of galloping feet, and the unicorns are heading towards you across the water.
Where have they been this whole time?
About to get
and
knocked out.
and move in to combat the multitude of tentacles and frogs that have started swarming the surface. The flying in from behind, trailing the unicorns, is a veritable army of thousands of what appear to be winged pixies and sprites glowing with a silver light. And they sweep in amongst you, releasing tiny bows and fighting with tiny longswords against the bullywogs. Occasionally, you will see a spell go off from one of the sprites that are up in the air down amongst the fighting that y'all are part of. Looking around, you'll see the occasional bullywog's tongue lash out up into the air and grab a sprite and sucking back down into his maw with a loud crunch. But obviously, from the start, you can tell that numbers are on your side, and the tentacles are starting to pull back down from the attacks of the unicorns. And the frogs get swept over the side and back into the abyss.
I can't make copies.
That's true.
It's true.
There, you can now make copies.
Yay!
All right. The time has calmed, and y'all have lost probably another 50 villagers in the fighting. But y'all can continue y'all's march now with this disheveled, downtrodden group towards the silver tree at the center of the lake.
A little tentacle army on the side.
All right.
Oh.
The
Don't mind me. I was caught up in all my little tiny people.
I like this like undulating mass over here.
I can't
I know,
look
it's
at it.
kind
It
of-
totally
it's
freaks
kinda
me
creepy.
out.
Oh,
I really hate it.
ugh.
There we go. That's better.
No, it's not. I don't know what you think better is, but it's not that.
All right. The fighting has died down. The unicorns have left in an equal hurry as the amount that as they arrived, trailing their pixie army behind them, sweeping off towards the west, going around the edge of the lake.
Which way is this way as well?
To the south.
Plus a die and
A zombie.
Ah! My bad.
All right. Story-wise, the journey the journey towards the center takes you roughly a week.
Dang.
It's so much further than you were so much further to the center than you were expecting. The whole journey is a trial because you're constantly walking on this spongy material. Every so often, a tentacle bursts up out, and you have to fight it down with Cadric's help and the town guard. But no real threat looms during the journey.
There's a unicorn
water-
that moves.
The water maintains its depth of between 2 and 3 feet deep the whole time, and occasionally you see glowing fish kind of trailing around, like they're small fish trailing y'all's party until you
Is
make
that
it
what
to
we're
the.
eating?
Sorry, what?
Is that what we're eating in this week that we're going? Glowing fish.
Yeah, I mean you could probably fish if you had support and such, but you're pretty much harried the whole time. So besides just drinking and taking the occasional, whatever food people had on them, you're not stopping. You're pretty much under constant attack the whole time. So
Or
you don't. Nobody wants to stop.
no sleep.
It's rained.
So we're gonna be tired as fuck. Is the
Yeah.
water drinkable? Doesn't matter.
Yes, you have been drinking the water, and there has been no ill effects that you've seen.
That we know of. Bwam, bwam, bwam. Has someone healed me while we're doing this?
I can.
Yeah, you've been healed, and probably from Cressida, and the everyone is sleeping in what can only be seen as shifts on what y'all have collected. Y'all have collected like logs and dead wood periodically, and y'all have made like makeshift just piles of wood that you're pushing along with you.
Never let go, Jack. Never let go.
And there was more than a room for one person on it at a time.
Clearly, just one person.
No,
No more.
just me and Funkin. We don't share.
All right. At the end of this arduous journey, you get to the edge of the mesa, which is also circular in shape, and there's on the top of it, which is probably 100 feet in the air, up a vertical cliff face. There's just deep woods on the top. And the silver tree that you've seen from the edge is massive. Think like larger than as large as the Empire State Building, the trunk. And then the canopy stretches over the whole island, releasing this silver light that pervades the whole area. You can see the pixies and sprites flying up amongst its branches.
Yeah.
At the edge of the mesa, a thin curtain of water shoots out in every direction and falls down and meets where the lake edge is. There appears to be about 3 mile or like a mile and a half of land that's slightly sloped up to the edge of the cliff. And as you step off of the foamy or the spongy mass out of the water and through this curtain, you feel like a refreshed, you feel like you're safe as you step onto the land.
That's probably false.
Probably, 2 or 3 weeks go by as the
Good lord.
human refugees
I'm gonna be older.
Yes, that's how time works.
Oh, Mrs. Bullywog got jokes.
All right. Yeah, like I said, 2 or 3 weeks go by as y'all help to secure the local area. You see some wildlife, crabs, large crabs, fish. You establish a camp with your 200 refugees, and Kadric has kind of really stepped up and filled the role of leader during this time period with
great.
organizing the workforce and setting up camp. During this same time period, y'all have set up fishing schedules and people go out into the lake, but it has been found out that any time that y'all actively walk on the spongy mass, it provokes attacks by the tentacles. So y'all have learned after a few tragic losses by staying on rafts and not actually touching it, you can avoid garnering the attention of whatever lies below. Also during this time frame, many of the glowing colored fish have been caught, and they're all different colors and types. And a few specifically that are like a light pinkish color have been found to heal your wounds when you eat them. They're kind of about the size of a minnow, so or an anchovy.
Don't make it weird.
We're gonna be salting and pickling some of those for later.
All right. So, does anybody have any questions about the setting or etc. that they want to know? Anything they want described better?
I mean, I feel like after all that happened, I'd be like, "What the literal heck just happened?"
Oh yes, you have all been real from the transportation from wherever, from the town to where you are now, and the psychological damage from seeing so many people
You know that's right.
taken.
But no one in particular. Just any.
Uh.
I don't know. There were some more traumatic ones rather than others.
All right, like, are there any conversations that y'all wanted to have during those 3 weeks, or
Oh, I've had some conversations.
that path?
Hmm. I guess maybe asking, what is this, Craig?
Codrick?
Codrick?
Craig.
Craig? Hey, Craig.
Yo, Craig.
If
He
this-
goes, "Yo, Chris!"
yeah, we're on a nickname basis, really. It's great. Just seeing if this is a regular occurrence, or if, like, obviously not their whole town being destroyed, but like
Patrick looks at you and he's, no, nothing like this has ever happened before.
Okay, so you've never seen the tentacles or anything
Ice cream
like
man just
that.
went by.
Ooh,
What?
ice cream.
Ice cream man
Oh.
just went by.
Okay. So you're wanting to know if he knows anything about the tentacles, etc.
Yeah, like if any tentacles or little bully frogs or whatever have actually come to the
She's
town.
worried
before.
about
Don't
her
die.
boyfriend.
Where your boyfriend at?
Let's also assume that I have had relations with several people on the island.
What?
Noted. All right. I mean, it is a stressful time, and people look for any relief that they can get.
Yeah.
All right.
There's no
Right.
privacy.
This from weird.
Y'all have built up a small little settlement of cast off of wood from the
But somebody's
forest above.
dragging it. Who's in charge of dragging the sex boat?
There's
No.
a giant
No,
tree.
y'all have been inside the water curtain for 2 or 3 weeks, and y'all have a settlement there.
I know, but it's still just.
Lauren has established a sex dungeon.
Don't be
so-
worried about. Yeah, this is my business.
It's everybody's business. That's what I'm saying.
Everybody's been all up in that business. All right.
No, I'm discreet. I'm not just like out in the open.
I understand. You're not in the open. There are structures, lean-tos, etc.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
everybody knows what you've been up to.
Whatever.
Would
Y'all
my upbringing / personal interests in things such as beautiful golden trees and magical unicorns have given me any knowledge about what might be happening?
Oh no.
Excuse you, I am royalty, sir. I have been trained by the best teachers.
Also, I'd like to point out that the tree is silver.
Oh,
Pretty.
tomato.
The globe that is going over everything is a golden
I
color.
couldn't change the color of the tree regardless, so
All right.
I tried.
All right, back to your question, Cressida. The Cadric will tell you, honestly, no one ever believed it was true, but it was said there were just old historical rumors that there was an a great tentacled beast lived at the bottom of the lake,
Oh.
and that it was part of a civilization that was the ruins that were out in that lake, but they've been dead for ages.
Ain't that dead?
Interesting. Also curious as to how the zombies were tied in with all of this as well.
That's true. They had the octopus on their head, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on. Lot to
A
process.
lot of threads.
Mhm.
A lot of tentacles.
That was funny.
That was-
All right.
Yeah,
So
that's all I
yes.
got. I don't know.
So apparently, there must be more truth to the rumors, and something must have sparked the event.
Was there ever a rumor?
Were there
Good old- good old-
disappearing kids?
Yes, there was a slew of disappearing children, and y'all's original
Yes.
mission was to help to try and track them down amongst the ruins outside town.
Was there ever a rumor of how to defeat said tentacled monster that was rumored to possibly appear?
Oh, he tells you
Sacrifice
blatantly.
a virgin, so you're gonna be all right.
Oh.
Are you besmirching me?
You besmirched yourself in our floating city of lean-tos, ma'am.
There's nothing wrong with
He
enjoying
tells you
a good
all
time.
that. He tells you that all that's made its way down through history is that the gods intervened to crush this race or empire in the past.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm gonna have some words with my family tutor when I get home that they didn't cover any of this stuff.
In there.
All
Probably
those-
because it was rumored stuff. It wasn't like actual historical documented evidence.
And the world's a big place and very dangerous. It's very
Mhm.
it is very pocketed in civilization wise.
I see you messing
We're
with
gonna
them
say-
tentacles.
I have to go to the bathroom, so Cressida's gonna go off and have a jaunt.
Occupied.
Are you making money off of this?
Alright. Take a break, everybody. Use the restroom, etc. Stretch your legs. We'll continue after that.
I don't have a be right back screen for my. I'm just gonna sit here. So how is what's her face gonna work back into this? Delucia.
Delucia?
Mm-hmm.
She's just amongst the crowd.
We're just pretending like we don't know her.
You barely know her as it is.
Who stacked all these people up?
What?
Oh, it's a frog. That's weird.
Did we ever find the second Baker's kid?
Yeah. That's why I said that one, as far as we know, had
Is that your-
died.
the second baker's child.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shit. They're amongst the orphans that are in
The-
in the refugees. There are more than just one child left parentless in this group.
Yeah, but I know why this one ain't got no parents.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rename it Baker's Orphan.
All right. Is everybody back?
Nithlith. Daddy.
And sibling.
Yeah, and sibling.
Yeah, there.
Hey, I
Hey,
wasn't the
here's-
only person to kill a parent of that orphan right there.
I
Here's
did not kill
Here's Cressida's
Ah.
boyfriend.
Bullawagga Frogga killed it.
Benya
All right.
Benya?
Yeah, your
Bring your
boyfriend.
Is everybody ready to continue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody back from the breaks. All right.
Yes.
So, unless y'all have any other questions about the setting, etc., then we will continue onwards.
Is there a question we should be asking?
No, I just
Maybe-
wanted to give an opportunity to clarify anything that y'all had questions on before continuing. All right. So, like I said before, 2 or 3 weeks have passed. Y'all have established a small, just very ramshackle community on inside of the water veil that separates the lake from the land leading up to the cliff face. The days seem, hard to gauge time because the lighting never changes. It's always a mixture of gold and silver light generated by the veil and the tree. So on this specific day, runners go to each of you that tell you that Kadric wants to speak with you down near the water's edge. Assuming everybody would just go down there. Y'all approach and you see Kadric actively working with the other villagers, making more rafts to support, fishing, etc., exploration. He'll tell you that he has been in touch with one of the unicorns, has been speaking to him in his dreams, and
Excuse me?
and has explained that this land is a pocket dimension created to battle against the aboleth
This land is your land.
that resides underneath.
Mhm.
This land is my land.
And that the lake is called Galnin, which in common means clear water.
Ain't that clear?
Yeah.
Or is it clear? Is it clear?
It's absolutely crystal clear.
Oh, damn. My bad.
You can see the fish swimming through it.
We can't tell that
a
we're
long
walking
way.
across a monster.
It doesn't look like a monster or even flesh. It's just a spongy, unknown material.
Pretty sure it's a monster.
There is no visible reaction when it's cut. So, draw whatever conclusions you like. All right.
It's got tough skin.
All right. So yeah, he'll give you that tidbit of information. He'll tell you that the pixies and the unicorns are constantly battling against the army of the aboleth, trying to contain his influence on the land, and that to escape this they brought you here to save your life, but this land is never meant to go back to, normal until the threat is defeated. Because aboleths are incredibly just evil, and they're part of a lost empire that can't be allowed to escape and kind of come back to power. It took the gods intervening last time, and a goddess intervened this time to create this pocket dimension. So
Why couldn't they, like, exert themselves a little bit more?
you feel
Don't question the
a
gods.
stiff breeze push you back and say, "Watch it."
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
One does not question the gods.
Watch me.
The Kadric will he says, thank you for coming, and that he has a mission for your group to undergo, because he requests that y'all scout the inside of the water veil to identify if there are any other threats or groups that got pulled through during the creation of Galnin. So he basically just wants you to pick a direction and travel until you get back to the camp, because from the perspective you've seen so far, the central mesa looks to be circular, perfectly circular, just like the lake is.
Oh, so we're just gonna walk the perimeter?
Yes, but it stretches as far as the eye can see in both directions, and is about a mile and a half wide inside of the water veil.
Ooh.
So we need to build a raft first.
No, not
Okay.
unless you plan on going out onto the water, or
Okay.
if you just wanted to build one so you could, I don't know, have it. Y'all's choice, but you don't have to.
Okay.
There is land to walk on.
Okay.
I'd
So
say my character would like to stay on the land and not have to go back out into the water.
You afraid you're gonna bump into old whatever his name was?
He hasn't got a name yet.
I gave him a name.
Bradley.
Bradley, I think.
Yeah. He's over on the sidelines watching.
I'll obviously have to convert that into Bully Frog.
Convert his name into Bullyfrog?
Yeah, Bradley's a human name.
Wow.
Brad. That's how you say it, Bullfrog.
We'll name him Bribbit. All right. So he'll hand you each a, we don't have very much in the way of provisions to offer. I mean, you've seen our state in the last couple of weeks, but we have managed to catch many of the magical fish, and he'll hand you each a light pink anchovy-sized fish that has been smoked.
420.
Oh, wait.
I need to add that to my inventory.
Yes, I would.
Like I'm gonna forget. Notes, allies. Ooh, enemies. Add enemies. Bradley, the bullfrog, whom Cressida scorned. The orphaned baker's child, whom can't spell.
There, sorry.
All right.
Where do I add?
Do y'all
Oh,
do y'all have any questions or requests of Cadric before y'all head out, or are y'all even going to accept this quest?
And we're like, no thanks.
We're just gonna chill.
Does he
Y'all are
perchance have a crossbow? Does anybody have a crossbow that they just have on hand that they want to give away?
Somebody just toting this around.
Just really tired of it, you know. They want to take up a different weapon.
I mean, I don't like my crossbow. I could give it up. I could pass it
You
up.
don't like your crossbow?
You should keep
You should probably keep your crossbow. You're probably better at it than I am. I don't have any strength. So.
You don't need strength for a crossbow. You need dexterity.
Ooh, what do I have for dex? Oh yeah, I'm pretty good at dex.
Are you proficient in?
Yes, in crossbows. I am in hand crossbows. Whatever that means.
And crossbows. Are crossbows simple weapons?
No.
According to the listing here, it does say my light crossbow is simple.
Well, there you go. Do you have proficiency in simple weapons, Cressida?
Yes.
Then you know how to use it.
You want to trade for my longsword or dagger? I'm just giving him options if he's giving me a crossbow.
A sword sounds pretty baller. I could handle that trade.
Okay, it's a longsword. The attack bonus is
It's different for them.
never mind. It's a D8 slash.
He'll just add it to his character sheet. So reduce a longsword off yours.
What does the crossbow do?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I said, what damage does the crossbow do?
My crossbow is listed as. Let's add it over here. Go to actions. I am seeing 1d8 of piercing damage.
Sounds right.
Thanks, Tracy's. Good job.
You'll have a D8 plus your dexterity modifier damage, Cressida. And you'll have an attack bonus of your dexterity modifier and your proficiency bonus.
How? Whoa, can you repeat that last part?
Attack bonus, so the number that you add when you roll to hit.
Yeah.
That is your dexterity modifier and your proficiency bonus added together.
Okay. How many bolts did you have or whatever for your crossbow? Do you know?
I currently have 19 bolts.
Okay.
That's true because you shot one.
Yes.
And shot the innkeeper in the head.
Yup.
Just
I
been
figured
killing
out
mainly.
how to, I
Already
figured
dead.
out how to turn my shield on and off. So, but do I have my shield out now? Since it's
Yes.
not in the water?
In a normal scenario where you have the chance to prepare and you're not trying to hold on to someone, yes. Flonkin is on Princess Vespa's face right now.
It's falling off my head, but he'll stay on my glasses.
Alright. So trades have occurred. Y'all are provisioned fine. Y'all can catch fish, etc., as long as you're not having to run away or move quickly. So as long as you move at a normal pace, you can feed, assist off the land. Anything else y'all want to do before you head out?
I want to hear more about these dreams. Why aren't the unicorns talking to me? Because I'm royalty.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
just some village leader. Podunk town.
I say my character rolls her eyes at your character a lot.
Yeah, you a hoe.
Cadric tells you I don't know why they have chosen to speak with me, but I feel blessed by their divine nature.
Look at that wonderful humility from that leader, Princess Vespa.
Yeah, you tried to seduce a bullfrog, so.
And it worked.
And then you stabbed him. You do not have a moral high ground, ma'am.
All right, yeah, Cadric will he'll give you the fish, and he's gonna go back to working on the rafts with the rest of the townsfolk. When y'all are ready to leave the settlement, just pick a direction and.
Did he point us in the direction he thinks we should go?
No,
He just wants you to go
he
in a
doesn't
circle.
care.
Just
Yeah, he
wants us-
doesn't care.
I say we go east because the sun rises in the east.
Ah. Royalty, so you know.
Actually, that
About-
might be are we leaving in the morning? If we're leaving in the morning, we should probably go west so the sun's not in our eyes the whole time.
There actually is no visible sun.
Oh, that's right, because it's
Leaves
just a
changing
forever.
gold and silver for
Same
the rest
color.
of our lives.
I say we flip a coin then. Heads we
Okay.
go right, tails we go left. We even have coins on the. Where are the
No.
coins? Where I want a coin. I want a coin. I want a coin. I want a coin.
Hold on.
Coin. Ooh.
There.
I want a swirly one. Oh, you got an actual quarter. Why can't I set this down? Why do we have so many?
I don't know.
Wait, what? Would it heads? What did we say? What did heads we go left, tails we.
This is an impressive
How-
tower.
How do I? How do you?
Shoot out
Right
of the
click on
cannon.
it, flip. Right click and hit flip. Or roll, better said.
Yeah, flip just goes back and forth. All right, heads we go left. Heads we go
Yeah.
left. We're going right.
Going the right way.
No 2 out of 3. No.
Your left or my left?
Are you,
Going
is
away
left-
from Nithluth. Which is to my right. So.
okay.
Hey, it's been weeks at this point. Everything is fine. Nobody misses the baker anymore. It's fine.
I still hear his screams at night.
Wasn't a long screen.
All right. The
Bet his
So-
kid misses
declare marching order for y'all's travel.
it. I'm away from Nithlis.
What the frick?
I'll go in the front. So I don't even want to look at him.
Did you go in the front?
So you're going in the front.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go behind wherever she is. Put me where you need me to be.
Just behind her if you want, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Who's next?
I'll go in the back.
Who has the best,
I have a 17 for my armor.
but the, what perception? Is it perception?
I just have a
Perception?
plus 3.
To
Perception to see something that is stealthed.
stealth.
Perception.
Perception.
My stealth is a
We're not
5.
looking at stealth with it.
Yeah.
My perception is 4 and my stealth is 4.
Perception is 2.
My highest one is animal handling.
All right. I'm about to move the tentacle tower. So be aware.
And the other one? Let me check.
I'm gonna have to run, not IRL, but
Oh, IRL.
Oh,
there it is.
the
That works.
Velociraptor ate
Yeah,
them.
the Velociraptor knocked him over.
Well, this is probably a good place to stop, right?
And
Yeah, we're in a decent spot.
5:30, so that'll give us some time to rest before we have to go.
Alrighty.
Someone disappeared.
I moved me.
Oh.
Before you said this is a good time to stop, I was just moving me out of the way.
You would still be there. Unless I
Just in spirit, though. Or I guess I would still be there, but
Where did you,
just as a
where did you
lifeless
even
corpse.
Put the he's gone.
Alrighty. Well, we have seen.
I've seen some shit.
See, yeah, we've this campaign has been full of twisty turns for sure. So many. We were texting our group while this was happening. I was like, "Yeah, some member of our party is Sparta kicked a baker. Now I'm being seduced by a bully frog or whatever."
Whoa. Who was seducing whom?
Like it was mutual.
Yeah, he felt that way too.
Up until you stabbed him.
It's okay, I'm sure that I'll get my comeuppance for that at some point.
I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
That cackle.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Let's see what happens.
I'm just the DM. I don't know.
I don't know yet.
We've got 2 weeks to mull it over.
Okay, let me look at the schedule real fast before we disappear.